Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Backyards for Birds, and today we're back out in the front yard. Here's one of my bird baths and a suet cake I put out just a few days ago. It's actually started to attract chickadees on it. But today I wanted to show you a bush that I have here that I have really a love-hate relationship with. It's on the other side of here. It's out the front, kind of the front lawn. It's called a Pyracantha bush. Kind of a nasty old thing if you don't like bushes with thorns on them. You can see it's got some pretty sharp thorns on it. That's why I really hate this bush. And we've had these bushes in this yard for years and years. We tore out a whole bunch of them because they just got dried out and just almost like those things are just like needles. They're very harsh, hard and thorny. So not a very fun bush to have around. But if you look, they do have these orange berries on them. And I've always heard that birds will eat these orange berries, but I've never seen it for years. And that's why I actually took down all the bushes we had here, except this one. I missed this one. It kind of grew back. We cut it down, but if you don't cut the roots out, they will kind of regrow. So we kind of missed pulling the roots out on this one, and it grew back, and I just never cut it down. And this year I was actually going to take it out this summer, but just a week or so ago I was in my living room and all kinds of commotion was going on here, and I came outside and there was hundreds of birds out here, and most of them were cedar waxwings. They were all over in the trees up here, and they were coming down, and they were actually feeding on this Pyracantha bush. So they were, and I've got some photos of it I'll inject in this video to show you, but they were coming and feeding on these orange berries. So that's why I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this bush. I hate it because of these thorns right here. See the camera focus on them, but they do attract birds, and they're kind of a berry bush that kind of puts out berries late in the winter time, which a lot of the birds kind of need. And cedar waxwings and Bohemian waxwings, which both were feeding on this a week ago, are berry eaters. And so this is kind of an important bush, I guess you'd say, for late winter when there aren't a whole lot of other berry bushes around. So I'm actually going to leave this bush, this particular one. It's a bush I would never plant on my own because I've had experience with it and how hard it is to control and manage, and how tall and how big they grow. They can grow. These ones we've had here were, I think, like 14 feet tall. They can grow, I think, 16, 18 feet tall, and they're just unruly and just gangly. They're just awful. So I would never plant this bush, but if you have one like I do, I'm personally going to leave this bush and just kind of maintain it, not let it get out of hand, and just leave it for the winter birds, the waxwings, and maybe some other birds that may come around and find it. So we'll see if anything else will feed on it, but I'm leaving this bush, the Pyracantha bush. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I hate it because of the thorns, but now I love it because now I know that the cedar waxwings, the Bohemian waxwings, will come visit it and feed on its berries in the wintertime. So I just wanted to show you guys, if you're not familiar with the Pyracantha bush, this is what it looks like. It's not native to the United States, and I'm not sure where this one came from, if my grandparents found it on purpose and planted it. And there's actually a spotted towhee just right behind the bushes there, or if it just showed up, because the birds will eat the berries, but they won't digest the seeds. So when they poop, they'll poop out seeds, and wherever they germinate is where they germinate. So it's possible that these things can show up in your yard and you not even plant them, because the birds will kind of spread the seeds around that way. So I have this one. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to take it out. Now I know the cedar waxwings and the Bohemian waxwings like it and will eat the berries on their time, but I'm never going to plant one on purpose. So this and the other one I've got on the other side of the yard, which is kind of like about this size, I'm going to leave them but maintain them, so, and just mainly for the birds. But anyway, I just want to give you guys a head up on this Pyracantha bush, which gets a bad rap, and rightfully so, because it is a nasty bush when it with those thorns, and when it dries out, they're just awful. But it's interesting because it feeds the birds. So in my mind, it feeds the birds and it has some benefits. So anyway, if you like this channel, feel free to subscribe and share it with your bird loving friends, and follow us at backyardsforbirds.com, and we will catch you on the next video.